Just maybe the question that I had. Thanks for sharing the information. I think it's a great initiative. It's a very important one, especially shows the care that La Liga has when it comes to this very sensitive topic. Just a question to Tresor. Just given the racial challenges, obviously in the La Liga and other European leagues, but specifically in La Liga. So the question is, what lesson can La Liga take from South Africa's approach to diversity and inclusion to enhance its fight against racism? That's the first question. And then the second one could be what specific measures, I know you touched on some of them, but what specific measures is La Liga implementing to ensure that players of other races and fans and other stakeholders engaging with Spanish football feel protected and represented on the global fight against racism? Those are the two for Tresor. Thank you. I'll come back with others if I do get an opportunity for Angel.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Joe, for the question. Well, obviously, we are aware of South Africa's firm commitment towards enhancing equality, fight against racism. We are all aware where this actually, we talk of 21st of March, the Human Rights Day, the Day Against Racial Abuse. We know where this comes from, right? In the 1960s. So I understand that South Africa plays a key role has been very, very and intentionally fighting against racism, fighting for equality, and fighting for unity across cultures, diversity, and all of that. And it's actually part of the constitution, right, of 1996 of the country. So obviously we learn from that, and we also understand as La Liga that football has a special power. Reason why when we say the power of our football, we understand that power of football, and we are intentional and we aim at using that power to positively transform society, to positively transform the game in stadiums and out of stadiums. So reason why we are here today to discuss on this fourth edition of the La Liga Versus. We have been active in this campaign. The campaign was launched, as you know, on the match day 28, where we saw the deployment of jerseys in the stadium to commemorate this very unique day. And we end this also with our partner EA Sports. These jerseys were also launched in the FC 25 after the same match day. We continue with it. Match day 29 at La Liga, we're going to be seeing a special board that has been inspired by an urban artist, Suso 33, with inspired by the melting pot, right, of cultures. And Puma joins us in this also to fight against this. So yeah, obviously we must learn from a country like South Africa, was a beacon, was a pioneer in fight against racism, against every kind of discrimination on and off the pitch. Activities that we do already mentioned in the opening statement, and I already mentioned just now with the deployments and in stadiums where we're going to, on our LED advertising and all of that, we talk about this campaign. We want to put a voice, right? To put a voice on this fight. We want to also sensitize our fans, sensitize every stakeholder, every actor that engages in football, that there is no space for discrimination. And we are not going to allow any space for discrimination. We're going to fight back anytime, all the time. And I already mentioned some firm sentence we've had in the past that we celebrated in June 2024. We have more of that also in September and February also this year. We monitor all of these activities, and we are committed to firmly fighting against any racial discrimination on and off the pitch.
If I may add something, Tresor here. I mean, in terms of what we learn is, for me, is I think that La Liga and its culture, I mean, is acting first, and maybe we forget sometimes like communication part is also important. The enemy here is the feeling of impunity. The feeling of impunity is very, very important. I mean, maybe in stadiums, you have this feeling of you are in some way protected by the crowd, and the feeling of impunity is something that we have to fight. Um, uh, and as Tresor was mentioning, I mean, collective action is very important. If we want to end with a feeling of impunity, we need collective action. That's why LaLiga, the clubs, but also the Ministry of Inclusion here in Spain, also European programs as well. We are part of it to find a way to end the hatred speech in stadiums is very important. So I think that the main learning here is to find the appropriate enemy to in order to to create this social progress, because at the end of the day we are a very important part of society. So with great power came great responsibility. That's why we've got this responsibility.